A few updates for you for your Week 10 update. Wanted to give a big shout out to the volleyball team tonight as they take on Oscoda at home in district action. That's at 6 p.m. and we're going to try to have a blackout tonight. So wear black to the game if you're going. Reminder though, because it's an MHSA tournament game, you have to pay $5 to get in. So it's not the dollar student entry thing. This is a $5 entry. Congrats to all the NHS and NJHS members and the new inductees. And I want to give a big thanks to Ms. Wilson and Mrs. Thomas for their awesome job at organizing the morning assembly as well as the evening assembly with the parents. Great job. Awesome night. Great job, kids. Wanted to let you know there are some new scholarships available in the office. So if you're a senior and you're interested in applying for scholarships, please see Mrs. Kelly and she will hook you up with that information. We've talked about this a few times this year. The approach to tardies are going to be a bit different than in the past. So you can guarantee if you have more than 4 tardies during a semester, you're going to serve at least a detention, and then it's going to proceed to in-school suspension or not school suspension and could get worse. So I just want to remind you of that as you I see more students in the halls. I believe that's very important to get students to class and to be there on time. So just know that there might be some new strategies to help make sure that you're getting to class on time. For the majority of you, this isn't a problem, but there are a few that's a great struggle. Another thing, we're chasing down about 30 or 40 students still that have not turned in emergency cards. If those aren't in probably by next Thursday, parent-teacher conference time, there's probably going to be a special place for you to hang out during lunch until we get those cards in. Got to be able to contact your parents or family if something were to happen to you. Need that information as soon as possible. Also, report cards are not going to go home at the 9-week mark and 27-week mark. In the past, we sent report cards out and did published honor roll, things like that. That's sending the wrong message because the 9-week and the 27-week deal is actually a progress report. It's not a report card. You don't get credit for anything. It's just a snapshot into how your learning is going so far. So you're going to get a progress summary is what it's called, and you will need to take that home and have mom and dad sign it and bring it back to your first-hour teacher. Only your first-hour teacher. They will distribute those, and again, you'll get 2 copies. Take it home, have 1, bring back to school. Pitcher retakes are going to be November 12th. I'll say that again. Pitcher retakes are November 12th. So if you're unhappy with your school pitcher, much like me, then you'll sign up with Mrs. Kelly in the office, and that is you need to sign up by November 12th. I told you I was going to do something cool for perfect attendance. So on Friday, I'm going to bring in donuts for any student that had perfect attendance for the first semester. I'm going to get the list out to teachers Thursday so that if you have a question about it, if you think you had perfect attendance, you'll be able to ask, your teachers if you're on that list during some dead time in class, or you can just show up Friday morning. I will be in the lobby right outside the high school office, and I'm going to have 70 donuts because we had 70 students have perfect attendance. So awesome job, guys. And come and see me and you can pick out your donut. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I want to throw out a congrats to Kyle Thumb for his awesome showing at the cross-country state finals. So if you get a chance, make sure you give him a pat in the back and tell him great job. And if you're planning on playing a winter sport, we're looking for swimmers. We're working with Oscoda and Tawas to have a joint swim team. So if you think you might want to swim, you need to let me know as soon as possible. Bowling team, Mrs. Ellsworth. His husband, Mr. Ellsworth, is the bowling coach. So if you're interested in bowling and you didn't attend the meeting yesterday, you need to probably see her as soon as possible to get some more information. And then boys and girls basketball is they have already begun conditioning. So that is something you're going to want to touch base with Coach Cole or Coach Summers or myself to get signed up and understand what you need to do. Other than that, we got a couple days left this week and a short week next week, only 4 days next week too. So November's going by quickly. You guys are doing a great job. Keep up the good work in the classes, and I will we'll talk to you when I see you. Take care.